So, in this episode, we leave Wallace and we arrive in Montana.
Right.
And it's a total mixed match of stuff because, as you remember from a previous episode, an update with Sierra.
Sierra had to have emergency surgery.
Yeah, we basically, it's just going to be a mixed up episode. So, let's get to it right after this.
Come along for the ride.
This episode's going to start with us in Wallace, and we're going to do a quick recap of, not now because it's actually in the video, we have a quick recap of the campground at Wallace, which is pretty cool.
It was really cool. It was very small.
Yeah, small.
But it was very small, but it was really a neat little campground.
Yeah.
Be able to walk right into town.
Yeah.
Not even need your vehicle. It was great.
And a recap of the Hiawatha. So, look at that face. Here we go. So a quick recap of the stay. Wallace, 2 thumbs up. Campsite was really nice. They do put them in kind of tight, but you know what? It's not bad. Puppies like it. We have been at campsites where they're tighter, so this wasn't really that bad. Pretty easy in and out. Nice having the stream running behind us. That was cool. We're almost done. A lot of off-roading to do here and bicycle rides. Now, recap of the Hiawatha. Depending on who you ask, would I do it again? Me personally, yeah. But I wouldn't do the first tunnel. Get someone to drop you off.
What?
I'm doing a recap of the Hiawatha. Any comments? I think that's common enough. Dawn doesn't ever want to even hear the name again. It was not an easy ride. I'd say definitely have the right equipment. You could do it on a beach cruiser. Not advised. No suspension, and it's pretty rocky. Though, if you've got a bike that coasts really well, I coasted the entire road practically. I didn't hardly had to pedal at all. But it was the 3-hour wait for the shuttle, and the pains and agonies felt afterwards, and having to do that big tunnel twice. The first time through the tunnel you realize, wow, I'm glad that's over, and then you realize you got to do it again at the end. I'd say, you know what, you get enough tunnels for the rest of the trip. That first tunnel I don't think is worth it. I'd get someone to drop me off and then take the shuttle back and have them pick me up. I don't want to ride the tunnel. So other than that, we won't go into great detail of the nightmarish excursion. All right, so I actually realized I filled up the SD card on my other GoPro, and I'm not going to have time to offload it. So we'll finish up with the older GoPro. So we're about ready to roll. Dogs are ready for a travel day. Dawn's about ready to pull in the slides. Got to take the dogs for one last walk, and then we will be on the road. So let's get this done. So we arrived at the Three Bears campground in Kalispell, Montana.
It's actually not quite in Kalispell.
No, the Three Bears is. It is part of Kalispell. But yeah, it's right next to. It's very close to the Flathead River. It passes right by there.
Although you don't really see the river, but
you see a finger of the river as a little tiny creek that goes behind us. So we got there. We didn't shoot a lot there.
You know, everything in Montana just kind of went blah. Again, because of Sierra, some other issues, so we didn't really get to spend and do what we wanted to do and see it in Kalispell.
But we did a short trip to Whitefish, and we looked around there a little bit, and we also did a quick drive-through of the 3 blocks of downtown Kalispell, and that is coming up right now. So this is a day of a walking tour of Whitefish and possibly Kalispell. We've got the Whitefish train depot behind us. And now checking out the town. So it is pretty sad that most of the places, a lot of the places here did not survive the pandemic. Rock and roll. Wow. Music store. Yay. This is kind of an interesting little town, but it seems to me I was expecting like an old town, but what I'm kind of discovering is new buildings made to look like an old town. So, but it is kind of quaint. You got to realize this is a ski town and a summer vacation town. So it's pretty much just a tourist area, and it's catering to a high upper class kind of a we got money group, so they don't want to walk through old buildings, but they probably do want to walk through new buildings that look like old buildings. So yeah, I don't know how much we'll cover here. We may film a little bit more, but that's kind of Whitefish. It's a neat town, but it's not. It's a destination because of what's around it. We're really close to Glacier National Park. We're really close to a couple of big lakes and a ski resort. So that's kind of where we're at. So I realize what this is starting to remind me of. It's reminding me a little bit more of Tahoe. Mm-hmm. So it's like new buildings made to look old and pretty much catering to a more financially affluent clientele.
That's interesting with the big rocks beneath these. It's kind of interesting.
So you have chocolate, rocks, fossils, and used books.
Awesome. This is kind of cool.
But it is a historic building. I know it's before the automobile, and it's on the Empire Fielder line.
So it runs between Seattle and Chicago?
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. I love these old train depots. They are so cool the way they're laid out. Especially the big ones. Well, we are coming to the old part of Kalispell right here, so the buildings are historic buildings right here. In fact, the sign just past the sign, Historic District.
Yep.
So this is what I was hoping for when we saw Whitefish, is we have this kind of old architecture. We're probably talking, what, 1930s?
Some of them date back to the 1800s. Yes. So some of these do date back into the 1800s. We've got some beautiful old churches on either side. These are some of the older homes here. You might see that is Flathead Court building.
This road is horrible.
And that's probably why the roads are getting fixed, because it's all around the courthouses and the county buildings. So that actually is kind of the historic district.
So that was it. Historic Flathead right there.
It's about 3 blocks long.
Not much. So we are on our way right now to pick up Sierra. So next time this gets turned on, we'll be there with Sierra.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
A lot of people have been asking.
I've been asking about our little Sierra.
Thank you for being concerned.
Yeah, she is doing great. She had the surgery, as you know, and it was pretty complicated. We had a tumor that weighed 13.5 pounds, which was really large.
And now we're going on how many weeks later? Because that was all in another video.
Yeah.
But this is like, we are now in real time.
2 months now.
In real time, we're in Arizona.
Yeah.
But we're still not done showing you all of our adventure from last summer.
But I think we told you that, you know, the tumor was benign.
Yep.
It was kind of an odd tumor, but the surgery went well. There was a part that was infected, and I think that's what started the whole thing to get her to get the surgery sooner. But she's doing great. She's healing. It is taking time, which we knew it would.
Yep.
But she acts like a little puppy again.
Okay.
You wouldn't think anything was wrong with her. So she's doing great.
Other than she still has
her patch on the back, and with her little ties and stuff. Right now she's like she's like passed out because we're getting ready to change her bandage.
Yeah,
and she's like, what?
she has certain medication she takes to change the bandage so she doesn't stress out.
It keeps her calm and doesn't stress her out. It doesn't hurt her, but she stresses about it.
Yeah.
So, we don't want her stressing and actually causing any hurt or damage.
Right.
So she's doing really great, though. She's doing awesome.
Yep. And
I've got pink eye.
We'll keep you updated on her progress, but right now she's still wearing a bandage, but it's getting smaller every time we change it, so it's looking really good. So there's not a lot left of this episode. Like I said, we didn't shoot a lot, but we did do a couple of things while we were in Kalispell, in the Montana area, besides tend to our puppy. So coming up, exciting trip down the Flathead River that should be coming up next.
That was so much fun.
We had a 14-mile kayak trip, and you got to see that one because I do at the very end, I kind of fall backwards by accident.
You the underside of water.
I show you the underside of water, let's put it that way, camera running and all. And then we also got a chance to go through the Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. So
it was open a little bit further than we expected it to be. We didn't get to go all the way through to the other side because the other side was on
Indian reservation property,
and they're closed because of COVID.
Yeah, we really
didn't get to see the other side.
Right.
But you know what?
We saw the main part. We saw the main part. Actually.
Well,
there was just one town and the complete the loop, so we weren't able to do the full loop.
We weren't able, but and also we weren't able to get into the visitor center at the top.
That was just packed. We didn't want. I mean, we could have gone in.
You couldn't. They wouldn't let you go in and park. It was blocked off because it was full. And
it would have been over a mile.
It would have been over a mile walk back if we could find parking.
Yeah.
So we decided we'll pass this time because we plan on going back to Montana.
Yeah. We were talking about
too much to see and do.
We were talking about going back during this trip, but like I said, though we were there like 6 weeks, it took us. We were pretty much babysitting and pampering Sierra for most of it. So that was about it. So that is it for this episode.
I'm watching her over there.
Yeah, well, you'll see her in a second. We'll be sure to subscribe. Yes, it's getting exciting. Our subscribers are growing, and we need your subscriptions and we need your support. So please, all you have to do is subscribe. It does not cost you a penny.
Nope.
Also,
hit that bell, and every time it'll let you know when we post every Sunday at 2 o'clock.
And for good measure, go ahead and throw in a thumbs up. Yeah.
Any questions, any comments, anything you want to know, just send us a little note. We answer those, and it's awesome to hear from you guys.
So until next time, safe travels.
It's Lancha.
See you on the road.
Bye.